Okay, welcome. This is just a little video update to the two or four previous other videos on the state spreadsheet. I realized that one thing I really didn't cover in the video was how to create a new sheet and then copy information over to it. Okay, so let's start with sorting. That's where right before you're going to take that information and put it in another sheet you were doing. So just to kind of refresh on that, remember, anytime you sort, best thing to do is just click on that all button right there in the corner, select all your cells, go up to data, sort range. So don't forget to click on data has a header row, and then however you want to sort by. So let's say student teacher ratio. I want it by the least to greatest, so I'm going to go A to Z, and I'm going to click sort. Okay, now we can look here at my information. Here's the least amount to the greatest student-teacher ratio and the states that they correspond with. So how do I get that information into a new sheet? Right now my document really only has one sheet associated with it. You can tell that's right down here. Okay, sheet number 1. If I want to add another one, all I have to do is click on this little plus sign right here. It's going to give me sheet 2. Okay, and I can go back and forth between them just by clicking on the tabs. Okay. Now all I want is the states, so I'm going to click, let me do that again. I'm going to click on the top one and just drag down, okay, and then I can right click and copy it, just like normal, come over to sheet 2, and I'm going to paste it. And all I have to do, I don't have to click and drag, all I have to do is click into the top cell where I want it to go. So I'm going to click in that A1 and paste. Alright, I can spread that out, so I can see all the information. Come back over to sheet 1. The only thing I want is the column I sorted by, which is the student-teacher ratio. So I'm going to select that one. Click and drag down, copy, come over to sheet 2, and I'm going to paste it in cell B1, so it's right next to it. Right there. Oh, look at what happened. Okay, so what happened was I don't have the information anymore for that calculation. So, here we go. Let's do this. There's a way around that. So I can do paste special, and I can paste the values only. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you that again on one of the other ones, so we can see that, because that may happen to you if you're copying over one of the ranges that has a formula in it. So the reason we got that information is because this has a formula in it, and it was looking for these two values, and it didn't see that anymore in the new sheet. Okay, so let's do that again with expenditures per student, because you can see this one has a formula associated with it. So I'm going to now copy this one over, highlight it, okay, copy it here, come over to sheet 2, and I can paste it into the C column. Okay, so if I just go and just regular paste, it's going to give me that. Okay, I don't want that, so let's undo that. I'm going to right click on there and do paste special. Okay, paste special, then go over to just the values only. Then I get the information that I want, and I can spread that out so I can see it more easily. Okay, that's it really. I have the information now copied into a second sheet, and now I can see it more easily. I don't have all those other numbers associated with it. The one thing you do want to make sure that you do when you're doing this is not to resort this information and then paste it over into the same sheet, because if you resort the data, then the numbers that you have may not match up with the states anymore. So that's why we always want to sort and resort everything at the same time, because we want the states, Massachusetts information to stay with Massachusetts, California's information to stay with California, and Texas's information to stay with Texas. Okay, so otherwise you might get some of your data might get mixed up, and then you'd have to go back and relook some of it up and fix it, and that takes a lot of extra time. Hopefully that'll help you get part 2 of the project done, and you can turn it in. Thanks.